Okay, today I will teach you how to write essays. And for that, first, I would like to emphasize the importance of writing and academic writings. Okay, so in our life, in our academic world, it's very important to write essays. Why? I know that many students do not like writing essays. Let's read this. Can you read, Alex? Can you read this cartoon, please?
Okay, the first one. I hate assignments. They are so open to objective writing. It would be a lot simpler if answer would be right or wrong. You are in luck. You are in luck. I understand there is a match test coming up. What's the lucky part?
Okay, thank you, Alex. As you can see, students always hate writing essays because essays are easy to write. So students don't like this kind of assignments. But why do you think it's very important to write essays? Well, Lenny, why do you think it's important to write essays, good essays in our academic life?
Mm, I think it's maybe if you apply to any university or beca, if the first impression when you write and they read it.
Yeah, exactly. And also, and also, it's going to help you to develop your writing skills. So you are going to be able to structure an argument, and you are going to be able to improve your capacity to write lucidly, coherently, and persuasively. So that's the main part. And the second part, as Lenny said, you can write, you will need write essays to apply to a college application. So the main part, one of the requirements when you travel abroad is that you write an essay explaining why you want to study in that university, or explaining what obstacles you have to overcome every day to study or to be a professional. For example, here in this cartoon strip, we can see that the parents are looking what the kid is writing, right? And they say, tell us what you're writing. And the guy says, fine, I'm working on my college application essay. Or what is it about? The obstacles I overcome every day. And then the kid says, don't worry, I'm not using your real names. So he's writing about his parents. So how can we write, I'm sorry. So it's important to write these essays because it gives us the push to, to clarify our ideas, to sort out our ideas, to analyze source materials, and also it gives us the practice to organize our thoughts.
Ya
Right.
sé, es lo que te he dicho.
And
México está y dice resoluciones 2016, 2017. Entonces,
for
si
those
pongo del
reasons, it's very
2016, las
important
pongo
to
por
have
abecedario,
good essays, okay?
mejores por año. A buscar todas lo que yo te he dicho
Okay.
por año.
Okay. Also, when you practice writing essays and correcting and editing, makes you a more precise thinker. So it's very important because you are going to order your ideas, you are going to organize your thoughts, you are going to analyze other sources of materials, and also you are going to become a precise thinker in the future. So it's very important, it's really important to write good essays. But what is an essay? First, an essay is a short formal piece of writing, an academic writing. Generally, it's the length of the essay is 3 to 5 paragraphs, and it's going to deal only with one single subject, just one subject at a time. So generally, when you write an essay, the essay has to persuade the reader, and you have to persuade the reader using research evidence. So you're going to persuade your readers of a position or perspective that you have. And for that, you're going to use informed arguments. And for that, you need to read a lot. You need to read other sources of material. You need to read scientific and other essays and etc. How many essays, types of essays do we have? Remember, argumentative essays, expository essays, narrative essays, and descriptive essays. So for this lesson, I will teach you how to write argumentative essays, okay? What is the final product is what you see here. You will write an essay that will have three main parts: the introduction part, the body part, and the conclusion part. So in the beginning of introduction, it's very important that you write a good introduction. So because the introduction is going to give you the key for the whole essay. And today I will teach you what are the stages to write a good essay, an excellent essay. So you have the preparation stage, the writing stage, and the revision stage. For the preparation stage, let me tell you that first you have to know what are you going to write about. For example, if I give you this prompt, what would be your position? You have to establish your position first. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Overall, the widespread use of internet has a mostly positive effect on lives in today's world. What do you think? The widespread use of internet has a mostly positive effect on life in today's world. Do you think if it has a positive effect? What do you think, Branko?
Teacher, I think that I agree with this sentence. Of course, there are many things that you can take care about your personal information or things like that when you are using internet for your safety. But of course, the effect of the at the end is most positive than negative.
The negative. Okay, thank you. Now I will propose a second essay. Grades encourage students to work harder at school. Do you agree or disagree? Use a specific reason and examples to support your opinion. So this is another essay prompt. So according with this prompt, you have to write an essay, a 5-paragraph essay. But first, you need to establish your position. In this case, for example, do you think grades really encourage students to work harder or not? And finally, I have a third prompt. What are the benefits of regular exercise? Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. So we are going to, for explanatory purposes, we are going to focus on the third part. What are the benefits of regular exercise? First, we have to establish our position. What are the benefits of regular exercise? So when you establish your position, that's the main point you want to make in your essay. You want to establish your position, the position you are going to argue for, okay? So let's establish our position. What are the benefits of regular exercise? Think about it. Rolando, what are one of the benefits of regular exercise? Lenny, Alex?
A good healthy.
Good health, okay, good health, excellent. Another benefit?
The body is more activity, no, más activo.
Or the person is going to have more stamina. What about this? Releases tension. Improves appearance. You will have a better appearance. And what about this one? Increases stamina. Something that you said, Lenny. Because you are more active, because you have more stamina in your body. So you have more energy to do many things, to study, to work, to do things at home, etc. So think about these three benefits: releases tension, improves appearance, and increases stamina. So based on that, we are going to write our thesis. The thesis has to answer the question or the topic that the teachers or somebody else give you. For example, what are the benefits of regular exercise? And you answer and you say regular exercise releases tension, improves appearance, and increases stamina. So this is your thesis because you're answering something, a question that has been posed to you. Okay, after that, writing your thesis, you will need to plan your essay structure. So we have this part, the part in blue, the thesis statement you have. We have already that part. Regular exercise releases tension, improves appearance, and increases stamina. That's our thesis. How many points do we have here, Alex?
We have 3 points.
Okay, what
Release
are
release tension, improves appearance, and increases stamina.
Stamina. Okay, so based on this thesis statement, we have to write the whole essay. What do we need to do? For that, we need an introduction, we need argument 1, argument 2, argument 3, and conclusion. Why do we have 3 arguments? Because here we have 3 pieces of information that we need to develop. We need to give examples. We need to write some evidence about this. First, releases tension, that would be my first argument. Improves appearance, that would be my argument number 2, and increases stamina, that would be my argument number 3. But before doing that, I need to write the introduction. And for that, we're going to the writing section. Introduction. In the introduction, we need 3 points. We need the hook, the background information, and the thesis statement. We already have our thesis statement, so we don't have to worry about the thesis statement because we have already answered, and we say that regular exercises increases stamina, gives you better appearance, releases tension. So that's our thesis statement. We have to worry now about the hook and the background information. What is the hook? It's the sentence that catches the reader's attention. You can do that by writing something about a surprising fact or a statistic, an interesting question, a wise quote, and basically telling why the topic is important. For example, we could say something like, if you do not do regular exercises, you will die. If you start with that, of course, that's an interesting, a surprising fact that you are going to die, and everybody's going to read that part because they will be interested. And also the background information, after that, after the hook, we need to write something about the background information. That is a positive or negative opinion, something about history or trends or recent changes. So think about facts, numbers, opinions, or history of that information that we want to develop. And finally, the thesis statement that we already have. And also, we need to write an outline of main topics. For example, I feel this way for 3 reasons, because it is easy, convenient, and in our case, our outlines of our main points are what we said before, that releases tension, that help us to improve our appearance and releases stamina. That's our outline. Outline, it means that the things that we are going to talk in our essay. Or you can say this, in this essay begins by, then explores that, and subsequently it describes. It will depend on you. So,
Teacher,
for example, yes.
I have.
Yes.
Could you back to the, yes, thank you. I need to understand something. Hook. It means that it's going to be a title o es como un encabezado, el título, o es un eslogan. Esa parte no entiendo muy bien.
Oh, it's just a sentence. It's just a sentence at the beginning of your paragraph that is going to be a surprising fact, an interesting question, a wise quote, or something at the beginning of the paragraph. Because this is what we are writing here is an introduction paragraph. The introduction paragraph, we will have a hook, background information, and thesis statement. So it's just a sentence. It's not a
title.
It's not a title. It's not just a sentence that is going to catch the reader's attention. For example, what are the benefits of regular exercise? I have here something that is going to help you to understand what I said. The hook. In recent years, many people have become increasingly aware of the need for physical fitness. So that's my hook, because people have become increasingly aware of the need of physical fitness. So that's my hook. Something that is going to, maybe I can change that. I could say something like, in recent years, many people have died because they didn't do physical exercises. So that's a hook. Somebody is going to be interested because they don't want to die, or because they want to be hooked to this essay. We want just to catch the attention. That's the hook. Regarding the background information, as we said before, we need to write facts, numbers, opinions, history, positive or negative opinions, something like that. In our example here, we have almost everywhere people turn, whether it is to a newsstand, television, or billboard, advice for guardian and improving health bombards them. Although much of this advice is commercially motivated by those eager to sell vitamins, natural foods, and reducing gimmicks, some of it, especially those advocating a regular exercise program, merit serious attention, such a program, if it consists of 30 minutes 3 times a week, and if a person's physician approves it, provides numerous benefits. So this is the background information. It's talking about how people are motivated to do exercises, but people sometimes okay, the background information. Sorry. Generally, people are motivated because they want to have a better health. But if you're allowed, your physician, your doctor, medical doctor approves it, it's really beneficial to do regular exercises. So that's the background information. You can write write about authors, quotes, something like that, something about history. Here, for example, is saying that if you go to television, newsstand, billboards, and everything, improving health news bombards everybody saying take care of your health, da, 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 da. So it's a background. And finally, you have the thesis statement. Regular exercise releases tension, improves appearance, and increases stamina. That's our thesis. So when you're writing the introduction paragraph, what do you need? You need a hook, a background information, doesn't have to be that long, and a thesis. And inside the thesis, probably you will find the outline of main points. For example, releases tension, number 1, improves appearance, number 2, and increases stamina. So that's the outline that I'm going to use to write my essay. So now I have the introduction part here. You see the introduction, it's a thesis statement, the outline of main points. But now I need to write the body of the essay. And how do I write the body section? Well, first, in the body section, I need to make arguments supporting my thesis. And I need to provide evidence. And also, I need to develop my ideas. And for that, I need to write effective paragraphs. How do I write effective paragraphs? Well, a paragraph is composed by 4 parts. A topic sentence, then you will need the development or the evidence, give examples, and finally, a summary or a conclusion sentence. So these 4 parts are important to write effective essay paragraphs. And also, don't forget that a paragraph should be centered around just one argument or idea. You cannot include 2 arguments or 2 ideas in just one paragraph. One paragraph for one idea, and one idea for one paragraph. So let's go to our introduction paragraph. Remember that when we wrote the introduction paragraph, we said that we will talk about our appearance, the benefits that are releasing tension, improving appearance, and increasing stamina. Do you remember that, right? So yeah, we're going to talk about the first one, releases tension. In our body paragraph, we are going to talk about the tension. And we are going to explain, we're going to give examples, we are going to give evidence, everything is going to go around this first part, the releasing tension. For example, the first of these benefits, the release of tension, is immediate. Tension builds in the body because of an overaccumulation of adrenaline produced by stress, anxiety, or fear. Doctors agree that performing calisthenics or participating in active sports such as tennis or volleyball for 30 minutes releases tension. If a person swims, jogs, or rides a bicycle for half that time, he or she should sleep better at night and have a better temperament the next day. In addition, after the release of tension, petty irritations and frustration should be less troubling. So, and for example, an employee upset by the day's work and by traffic congestion may rush home, argue with the family, and eat excessively. Taking about 30 minutes to release frustration through physical exercise could help the person to avoid this behavior. So, finally, planned physical exercise, therefore, can eliminate or at least control tension. So you have the topic sentence. The topic sentence has to be related to the first part of our introduction. Remember, we have this outline of main points, releases tension. So my first paragraph of my essay should talk about that, releasing tension. And I need to give evidence, support with examples. For example, here says that when you participate in performing calisthenics or playing volleyball, etc., it's going to release tension. In addition, also the frustration that you have in a day during the day will be less troubling. And also, it's giving you an example. Remember, I told you before that it's very important to have an example. So here you have the topic sentence, the development, the example. Finally, we need the summary or the conclusion sentence. And for that, we have here the summary or the conclusion sentence. Planned physical exercise, therefore, can eliminate or at least control tension. So it's talking about the same thing. Tension, tension. But this is the conclusion, something that I am going to write. Let's take another example. Remember in our previous example, we wrote that the second part as improving appearance, right? Remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
Improving appearance, right? So when you want to write about this topic, what do you have to do? The first thing you have to do is write the topic sentence. That's the main thing you have to do. The topic sentence is going to be based on the introduction part. So we write an improved appearance is the second benefit of regular exercise. That's our topic sentence. And our conclusion sentence will be this improved appearance will provide confidence and favorably impress others. And the evidence. Can you read the evidence? Who wants to help me with the evidence? And also we have an example. For instance, it's like, for example, who would like to read the evidence, the development of the paragraph? Alex, Lenny?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Lenny.
This improved appearance will provide confidence and probably impress others.
Oh no, the evidence from here, Alex.
Oh, from evidence.
Exercise takes perhaps.
I just hear conclusion. Exercise takes perhaps a month or longer to show its results in a firmer figure. Improvement, however, will come. A person who is 10 pounds overweight, for instance, may be able during this time to burn away most excess fat and to take the muscles turby, reshaping to physique, having improved muscle tone and even posture. He or she will wear clothes more attractively or comfortably. Combine it with a sensible diet and exercise program will also provide a person's skin's tone.
Okay, thank you, Alex. In the evidence part, you are giving evidence of what you said here, of the benefits of regular exercise. It's an improved appearance. You're explaining that also when a person is doing regular exercise, this person is going to reshape the physique. Also, the muscle tone and the postures, they are going to improve. You are giving examples, you are explaining your examples. And finally, the conclusion sentence will be that an improving appearance will provide confidence, right? For the example number 3, remember our topic, our previous
Stamina?
increases stamina. Yes, exactly. Increases stamina. So for example number 3, we have, in addition to self-confidence generated by improved appearance, increased physical strength produces stamina. So what is this? In addition to the self-confidence generated by an improved appearance, that's a transition sentence. And also this is the topic sentence too, because this it says that increased physical strength produces stamina. And then we have the evidence and the conclusion sentence. Can you read the paragraph, please, Lenny?
Okay. A stronger, healthier body is obviously more capable of working harder and, in fact, of withstanding normal fatigue than a tense, weak one. A worker who exercises should be able to complete a 40-hour week and still have enough energy for mowing the grass, painting the garage, or cleaning windows. Similarly, the student who goes to school, keeps house, and perhaps works part-time should accomplish tasks efficiently. Equally important, this stamina helps to ward
Yes.
of islands such as cold and influenza.
Go ahead,
Continue.
all together.
Altogether, improved endurance is one of the most important benefits of a regular exercise program.
So when you produce stamina in your body, you have an improved endurance. You can work, you
Endure.
can paint the garage, you can clean windows, you can do your homework at school, from school, etc. So that's the third paragraph. And finally, the conclusion. What do we have to write in the conclusion of a paragraph? First of all, we need to restate our thesis. Remember, we had a thesis, right? We need to restate it. What does it mean, restate? We need to talk about the introduction. So the conclusion returns to the introduction. We need to refer to the introduction. And then we need to summarize and tie together the main points, the things that we say in our body, in our essay. And also, if it's possible, we need to show the outcome of our arguments and emphasize why your arguments matters. For example, if I am writing an academic essay, for example, in the United States, my professors used to write essays about many things. And I was like, wow, I really admire you because you write a lot of essays. I used to have a professor who used to write essays, and then his essays would be published in international magazines. So in the essays, you can also provide insights, new insights of something that you discover. For example, you're talking about, I don't know, education in Bolivia, and you have a thesis. In the conclusion part, you will restate your thesis, you will summarize the main points, and also you will show the outcome of your argument. Probably you will find new insights, and you will emphasize why your arguments matter, right? And for that, we have an example, following the example of the exercises, of the 3 benefits of exercise. And we have a summary of main points in this part, the part in blue. And here, the second part, you're going to restate your thesis. You can see that we restate our thesis. For example, we said the following. The rewards, however, are fully worth the effort on an established exercise program that makes a person feel relaxed, look healthy, and have adequate strength for strenuous as well as routine activities. The conclusion part, remember, just you have to restate your thesis, summarize the main points, show the outcomes of your arguments, and emphasize why your arguments matter. So you can do that, or you can simply summarize the points or restate your thesis. And with that, you conclude, you are going to conclude the writing of your essay. You were finished. And now we need to go to the revision part. You need to revise and polish your writing. It's good if you can use a plagiarism checker online, and if somebody else wrote something that you wrote. And also double check your arguments, grammar, spelling, formatting, and everything. And remember, try to follow these steps, because the rubric that I'm going to give you is going to be based on this. For example, did you follow the hook, the background information, the thesis statement? Did you write the arguments 1, 2, and 3? Did you restate your thesis? Did you summarize your main points? Did you write a strong closing? So this is going to be the rubric for the assessment and argumentative essay. The introduction, if it's well developed, the conclusion, the main points, the organization, etc. And also I'm providing you with connectors that are going to help you with your thesis, with your essay writing. Here you have the main connectors, cause and effect. You have here some words that are going to be useful, comparison, and etc. And now I would like to give you an exercise that is going to be found at Kahoot. I will give you the link. Give me a second.